G'day Sanders, how you going today? Today we're doing a bit of a review. I've done a bit of an upgrade on my fork. We put in a Vorsprung Smashpot, which means it's now a coil. So we're going to come out here to the back of Landsborough and give it a bit of a first ride impression and review. But we're not going to go on smooth stuff. We're going to go straight into the deep end and hit some pretty fast, hard, gnarly gear. Everyone knows that coil's good and supple on the smooth stuff, so we're just going to go all out and hit a good hard fire road and see what she's like in the rough gear. So we'll get up there and have a look and talk a bit more about it then. And just in case you don't want to pick up the extra weight of a coil, you can also try the Seekers, which is also made by Vorsprung. And if you want to have a look at that, jump over to MTB Tally. He's got a pretty good review on that thing. It goes underneath your fork and it ramps up the negative chamber, or something like that anyway. He'll be able to tell you. And he also does reviews on bikes and other parts and is a pretty sick rider too. So jump over there and have a look at that option. Alright, so this is going to be my first ride on dirt. It's pretty smooth, but where we're going is far from smooth. Straight away you can feel just how supple it is. Beautiful. A bit of a wow. Very nice. Alright, so while we're on the way to the downhill, I just want to thank NS Dynamics in Brisbane for getting this job out in a day and a half and posted back to my front door within 3 days. Unreal. I just dropped the fork off, they got my body weight and they done the rest from there. So I'm pretty sure they put in a medium 55 pound spring. I'm 100 kilos, so it's all set up for my body weight, and all we're going to have to do is probably just adjust the bottom out and the rebound, but where they've put the rebound seems to be pretty spot on. So here we are now at the fire road in question. It's about 2 or 3 minutes long maybe, but it's rough as guts. It's fast, there's G-outs, there's ruts, and there's nothing smooth about it. So that should be a pretty good, I'll give us a pretty good indication on how the coil is going to go on most of the trails around southeast Queensland, because they're all rocky and rough. Alright, this is just a bit of a look at the terrain. Probably 6 to 8 inches of ruts and rocks and washouts. Here's a bit more of it. This is where it gets steep. It'll test the coil out. Smooth these rocks so I don't hit them on the way down. Move that stick. A few ruts might have to dodge, they're a bit deep, but I think I'm just gonna plough. Hope for the best. And this is where it gets rough. That's pretty rough and washed out a bit. Might have to take it easy through there. No, not really. This is probably one of the faster sections. I'm finding out that it climbs not too much like the Zeb on its own. Doesn't bounce all over the joint. It's pretty good to climb. I'm not that good of a climber myself, but the coil's not making it any worse. Alrighty, we're at the top now. The weight didn't bother me. It didn't even really notice it, but I'm 100 kilos, so what's 300 or 400 grams? I'm not going to notice that. So this is what we Smashpot. And I also got a magneg put on at the same time, so have a look at that. That's a bigger negative air chamber, and the only way I can describe that is it sort of feels like a coil on itself now. Pretty good. Right, so we'll hit up the lineup just down that way and just bolt on down and see how we go. So I'll probably just go pretty hard for the first 100 meters, feel out the bike, see how it's feeling, make sure it feels supportive and right, and then just keep going. If it doesn't, might have to stop and change something. All right, let's get into it. All right, we're just going to put in a big heap of cranks, get up to speed, hopefully feel comfy, and then keep going. Drop the gears a bit. Nice. Charge on. Oop. This is where it gets a little hairy. Beautiful. Oh, yes. Go down a bit. Whoa. Whoa. Shit. Oh, hello, tree. Good lord. Oh my. How much control do you want? Right, the last little bit. Hope no one's walking up the road or we're going to get run over. Oh my god. God. The control and confidence you get out of the coil is unbelievable. Love it. Alrighty, now we're back in the car park. All I can say about that is unbelievable. That compared to a normal Zeb, the control you get, how easy you can change direction. As you see going down that rock chute, I was feeling that comfortable. I just decided to go right and hit the hardest line just because I could. It didn't have to stay on the main line. The control you get's just unbelievable. Once again, I'd like to thank NS for getting the job done really quick and getting it back home really quick. And by the way, the Magneg, best bang for buck mod you could do, I reckon. Unreal. Alrighty, thanks for coming along with the ride, and we'll catch you next time. See you, mate.